was October, and right now when I'm filming this, it's a Saturday, and I wanted to have a PJ day, so I realized that I should probably start editing October's video because it's like, what, in November now? So here I am filming the little talkie video because I need to do that in order to start editing. So here we are. October was insane. Like, insane. I had so much going on. There was so much happening in October that just made everything hectic. I had Beauty and the Beast, which is going to be one of my goals that I'm talking about in this video, and I also had a sewing project, which I'm super excited to talk about, and other life stuff happening that I won't really go into too much detail into this video, but I just wanted to showcase my October and the goals that I had for this video. So let's get into it, I guess. The first goal that I had was definitely Beauty and the Beast, because Beauty and the Beast, we had 2 weekends for our shows. We had weekend 1, which was the first weekend in October, and then we had weekend 2, which was about the 3rd week into October, as our fall break ended up being in the middle of our performances. So we took a week break, and then we had our second weekend of shows, and shows went well, actually. We had some issues with some props. So, you know the song Gaston, well, you know there's mugs and they're clinking and throwing them around and all that. Well, some of the mugs that we had actually broke. We had a couple of the mugs that we used where their handles were coming off, and one of them, one of the actual cups fell off the handle during a show. We had replacement mugs that came in, without my knowledge, that broke on stage and left glass everywhere, and nobody knew about these mugs beforehand. So that was a whole situation that had to be dealt with. So it was very crazy, and I felt awful because they were my props and I had to take care of those, and that was just a whole mess that had to be taken care of. So that added a lot of stress to me during the shows. But other than that, pretty much all of the shows went super well. A lot of the props that I made actually worked. So the rose actually worked, and other props like the breakaway painting that I had to make, as well as the break cart for Maurice. He had a paint cart that needed to have a breaking element to it, and that also worked very well. So I am so proud of all the props that I've done. Even though we had a couple of hiccups along the way, I still got it done, and everything turned out to be beautiful. But everyone did such an amazing job during the show. I am so proud of everyone and all of their accomplishments, and it's just turned out to be an amazing show. Went through hell in a couple of situations, but overall I am just so grateful for this opportunity to do this show, because I learned so much, and I worked with amazing people who taught me many things that I really wish I learned earlier, and just put me in situations that really allowed me to learn what I'm like as a props head, and learn about the industry and learn about the business of doing props. And it's just such an amazing situation to be in, and I hated it at the beginning, but I really appreciate it now. So thank you to our amazing director and our amazing technical head. I am just literally in debt to you guys. You taught me so much about everything, about life, the industry, everything, and I'm just in love with you guys, and I'm in love with your work. So I guess I will show some footage from Beauty and the Beast. I'm quickly running to our prop storage so I can grab another cane, because the one we have, well, many that we have, one of them went missing, and I need to grab another one and quickly spray paint it silver, and then hopefully it's dry before Be Our Guest. Oh my gosh. Something bad has to happen on opening night, I feel like. And of course it's prop related. Oh my gosh. We did it. We actually did it. Opening night, it was, oh my gosh. The canes actually were very well dry by the time it was Be Our Guest. So I was able to get them and give them to the actors, and they were able to go on stage, and everything went went so well. It was a great opening night, and I'm so proud of all the actors, of all the techies, just of all the cast, the crew, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud with what we've accomplished and what we've done with this amazing show. And now we have another show tomorrow, and then on the 14th is our next show. So it's a long day. I got another cookie because your girl needs to pick me up. I don't know what time it is. It's pretty late, probably around like 10 or 11. So I'm gonna head back, relax, and get up early tomorrow for tomorrow's show. Yay! So I guess final dress rehearsal is over. It is the second week of shows, and so we had a rehearsal where just right before opening night for tomorrow, and it went well. It was a struggle for, I feel like, a lot of us to get back into it. We had a week off of doing the show, so that kind of got us out of the groove in a way. But other than that, I feel like it went pretty all right. And I was able to work on the rose flipper wall, which is something that I don't normally do during the show. So that was a whole experience in itself, learning when exactly it goes on, when it goes off, and making sure that happens on time. So that's been fun, and I finally also get to do my job of letting the rose petal fall, which I figured out today, as I hadn't had any practice with it, nor have I done it before, because one of the ASMs usually does it. So it was a lovely time. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but yeah, it was a good night. So the opening night of the second week went well. We had an amazing time with some of the cues. They went splendidly, so that was amazing. We did have some prop issues. The magic mirror faulted a little bit, but we figured it out. We got it all work, and everything went amazing. So it was a great second opening, and we are excited to do it again tomorrow. So I'm super excited, and yeah, the show is over. It is October 17th, and it is over. We had an amazing matinee show today, and I think I forgot to talk about the other days that happened, but that's okay. I'll probably talk about it in my talk back about all the process and the whole show when I film that later. But yeah, the show it was a learning experience for a lot of us, and it was so much fun and rewarding and hard at the same time. Like, this is a beast of a show. There's so much set, so much props, the costuming. It's literally so extravagant that it's hard to do. But yeah, I'm sad it's over. The next goal I had for myself was to actually do some sewing. I work at my school's costume shop, so that does technically count as sewing, but what I really wanted to do was sew my own Halloween costume. Since Halloween is at the end of this month, I thought, what a better way for me to work on my sewing than actually sew my own Halloween costume. So I did. I am so proud of it. It's so cute. Let me show you what I am. So for Halloween, I was Wirt from Over the Garden Wall. I love this show so much. I have to have like my yearly binge of it in October because it is such a fall aesthetic that just pleases my soul and makes me just so warm and fuzzy and happy that I have to watch it every year. It's the story of Wirt and Greg, who are brothers, and they are traveling this woods trying to get their way back home. And the storyline and the characters and the little nuances of things that the aesthetic, it's such a beautiful show. So if you have not seen it, I 100% recommend watching it because it is amazing. You seriously need to watch it. It is so good. I literally am in love with this entire show. So I was Wirt from Over the Garden Wall. I was heavily inspired by Momo O'Brien, which one am I not inspired by Momo O'Brien? And her costume of Wirt from Over the Garden Wall, which it's the cutest little, like, look how cute she is. She's literally the cutest little cinnamon roll. I'm in love with it. So I decided to take some inspiration from hers and I made my own cape. And I'll show you the sewing process of making the cape. I was gonna make his cone hat, but I ran out of time and I didn't really have the supplies to do so. So I ended up just wearing a red bow instead of a cone hat. But you know what? I have the entire documentation process of me making the cape, so might as well show you all the documentation. Okay, so I'm back in my apartment and I want to show you stuff that I got for my Halloween costume. I'm so excited. It is gonna be so cute. So I've already started to work on one thing, but before I show you the other things, might as well tell you what I'm gonna be. So this theme for this entire month has been Over the Garden Wall themed. It is an amazing Cartoon Network short little TV series, not even series, it was like one series, short little animation that depict two characters, Wirt and Greg, who are brothers who are traveling through this really long and big woods and they're trying to get their way back home. It is a lot like I guess Wizard of Oz in a way and Alice in Wonderland, and it has hints of Dante's Inferno, which I'm in love with. So I'm trying to play for Halloween Wirt from Over the Garden Wall. He is the oldest brother and his costume is really simple. All you need are boots, like short little either black tennis shoes or boots, and white socks, and then as well as either gray trousers or, as I'm doing it, a gray skirt. And then you need a white button-up, some suspenders, and a cape as well as the hat. So what I got over the weekend, me and my mom went shopping at Goodwill to see what we could find, and what we found I'm actually really happy with. So to start, I have this, I'm already working on it, but this really pretty, I guess, skirt. It's a blue skirt and I'm gonna use it as, if I can showcase it, as his cape, because he wears a blue cape and I opened it in the side, so it's gonna do what I needed to do. So I'm really happy about that. So this is the first line, and I have this red scarf which I'm hoping I can use as interlining for the blue skirt that is going to be his cloak, because his cloak has a red interlining and I thought this scarf would work really well. It has some like texture, it's kind of wrinkled a little bit, so I may either iron it out or just leave it as wrinkled. I mean, he's been traveling through the woods, so it might be wrinkled, and he found it in a chest, so it also might be wrinkled. So this is the cape, and I'm so excited to do it. And then, lastly, I have the gray skirt. It is so nice. Like, look at it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, and it's like swooshy. It has some really cool like detailing on it, which I think is really pretty. So it looks like he would find this like in an attic somewhere, which I guess he kind of did. So I am in love with this skirt, and I can also wear it like any day, which I'm really excited about. So I'm really happy about finding this skirt because it is amazing. I love it so much. So those are my finds. I already have a button-up shirt, and I already have I don't know if I have suspenders. I could probably borrow some from the costume shop. And I just need to make not only his cape, but also his little triangle little hat that he wears. So I need to make those and hopefully get them done by the 31st. We shall see. I also forgot to mention all that I bought with my mom. So the two skirts and the scarf, $11. This costume is probably going to be under 15, depending on what I do for the cone hat. It's probably, I want to say the cheapest that I've ever done, but I don't think that's right. Actually, it's probably the cheapest costume, but that's false. I did do Mike Wazowski from, well, the college version of Mike Wazowski from Monsters University. So there's a cute little photo of that. I love it. It's so cute. It was just from things from my closet and things I already owned. So that was probably the cheapest, but this, probably one of the cheapest. I actually made things from that one I did not. So this is probably one of the cheapest costumes I've ever made for myself for Halloween. So, yay! Okay, wow, my room is so yellow. Okay, so I have the skirt. It is completely cut, and I tried it on before and realized, since like the neck is so small, that the neck wouldn't work. So I had to pleat it in a box pleat. So hopefully that keeps it good. We shall see. I'm gonna try it on. May turn you off because that's gonna be a bit hard. Okay, so I have it on, and it is actually pretty good. Like, I'm really liking how it looks. So I think I'm gonna use the waistband that it originally came with, and I'm gonna make that like the collar that he has, because he has a slight little collar. So I may try to make that into the collar, and yeah, so it's going pretty well. But before I do that, I'm probably gonna see if I can figure out how to do the interlining with the scarf that I have for it. I'm probably gonna do that on a different day, as it's late and I haven't had dinner yet. So I think that's gonna be another time. Yes. Cool.
I'd like to see you every day, the dawn to Susie Green. Not every day, this Susie's asked too often to be seen. But as we are engaged and as
So I have decided, since Halloween is next Sunday and I have a party, I have a haunted house event that I am working on with my organization that is on Friday, and I have a party on Saturday and D&D on Sunday, I better have this costume finished. Like, I need it finished now. So we're gonna work on it. I sadly don't have the supplies for the hat. I'm planning on getting that tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I think since I have the lining from the skirt, that I may just use the lining and have it help out with making the pattern with the red scarf. I think I may keep the scarf not straight and ironed. I kind of like the wrinkled vibe to it. I feel like that would really fit Wirt, and since he's been traveling in the woods this entire time, when he's in the unknown, I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. But I feel like it fits with the vibe. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna lay it out and see how it works. So I have the part of the skirt lining that I'm gonna use for making the lining for the actual cloak. I think I should have enough. I think since it stretches, it can stretch pretty far and still have the wrinkly texture. I think I should be okay to just cut how it is now, even though there are some extras on the edges, but I feel like since when I measured out the square of the lining, it didn't match 100% to the cloak itself. Like, it was off by a couple, like by an inch or two. So having the extra on either side I feel like would be very helpful, and it's the same length, so that is also very good. I'm not too worried about that, and if it needs to be cut, I can always hem. The bottom is hemmed slightly, so I can always do that as well. I'm gonna go cut, and sadly I can't really film that as I'm cutting because I don't really have a good angle, but I will try my best. We'll see how it goes. So I have it all pinned in place. The edge up there is a little long, probably about like an inch or two longer, but that's okay because all of that will be put into the collar. So I'm not too worried about that, but it's all on the sides and it's looking great. I also am really proud of like the edging that I did. Like, it's gonna be so good. So yeah, I'm super excited with how it's turning out. Time to sew. I can't. Like, it's so flippin' cute. Obviously I'm gonna make the collar as that will help, and we'll definitely figure something out with adding a shoulder, but I think it's super cute. Obviously it's not like laying right. I haven't added the collar yet, so I will do that someday this week. But the bottom is hemmed, the sides are hemmed, it's attached. I'm so excited, it's so cute. Friday when I have to wear it, but a little warmth for the shoulders. It's so cute. I'm literally in love. It is the cutest little thing. I may even use it for like some of my LARP characters. I feel like this would be a cute little capelet for them. I'm in love. It's a little weird in some areas. Sorry, I was just showing you my door. It's a little weird in some areas, but I'll just figure it out. But as of now, it's in a good position. I flippin' love it.
He's supposed to be cold, Greg. He's a frog.
But he's our frog.
Well, he's not my frog. Or she's not my frog. We don't really know its gender.
Come on, George. You're a manly frog, and you need some socks. I'm hungry.
I don't know. I don't really like labels. I'm just sort of like myself, you know?
Maybe he's simple.
No, I'm just lost. See, we're trying to get to...
I'm the highwayman.
Okay, good to know. Well, so you see...
I'm the highwayman.
I also got this rock. Hey, what? Wanna learn some rock facts? Did you know that if you soak a raisin in grape juice, it turns into a grape? It's a rock fact! Did you know that dinosaurs had big ears, but everyone forgot because dinosaur ears don't have bones?
No, I didn't know that, Greg.
That's because it's not true. It's a rock fact.
I am so proud of it. It's literally like, look at, it's literally the cutest little costume. I love my Halloween costume so much. I'm actually gonna probably use that cape for some of my other characters that I create. So you may see me wear it in some of my costumes for Mare or for Clover, my two D&D characters who I love so much and I love cosplaying them. Yeah, those were basically my goals for this month. It was kind of a hectic and busy month with Beauty and the Beast and then catching up with schoolwork and also sewing my Halloween costume. So yeah, November is hopefully going to calm down a bit. Probably not. It's probably not going to calm down a bit because it's almost finals when November hits, so that before everything is due at the end of the month. So I'm gonna have a lot to work on for November. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below as what other goals you think I will have for November's goals video and what other videos you would like to see me do next. I do have a couple things in the works. I know I keep saying that every single video, but I really do. And I hopefully will probably get those out coming 2022. Wow, that's great. It's coming up. I can't believe I've been doing this for 10 months now. Here's to 2 more. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time.